Everyone, it's Pirate back for another video. This is my entry to Steve Carlson's drawing really contest on his Gimme 5 go-to albums. Really, I just wanted to do this as a response to the thread because watching everybody else's videos, it's been a lot of fun. But Steve hit 1,000, and I always love watching your videos, Steve. Even if I have to come back and watch every once in a while within the day, it's really nice way to wake up when you post videos and hear your thoughts and everything. Very deserving of the 1,000. If you don't know Steve's channel, I will leave a link in the description below to check his channel out, but let's go ahead and get started. So the first one I wanted to show off, well really I'm kind of going in somewhat of release order. I tried to pick an order to do this, and I just decided to do this in release order. Now, these are only 5, but I have plenty more, including the one that's in the background that I've been off and on listening to. My Chemical Romance is back, at least for one show. I'm very excited for that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first one is one that has more sentimental value to me, but I'm always listening to this artist. He is a wonderful artist. Reminds me of my late dad. He and I really loved this particular singer and his style, and every time I listen to this album I think of my dad, and that is Billy Joel's The Stranger. I don't even have to tell you how many hits are on this album. Anybody who knows Billy Joel probably knows most of the songs on this album. Moving Out, Anthony's song, The Stranger, Just the Way You Are, Caesar and Time Restaurant. The A side is perfection for me. But then there's always a Good Die Young, She's Always a Woman. My favorite song on here, other than The Stranger and Scenes, is Vienna. Vienna is a beautiful song for me, piano-wise, everything-wise. This is my dad's copy, so this is really sentimental to me. But, whenever I'm bored or, don't know what to listen to, I'll always pop on Billy Joel. Billy Joel has a soft spot in my heart. So, there's not much more I can really say on this. It's one album that I absolutely adore from beginning to end. And I would definitely say even Get It Right the First Time and Everybody Has a Dream are really good songs. This is one of those masterpiece albums, at least in my view. I don't usually say that a lot, but I'm easy to like and hard to dislike when it comes to music. So this one is definitely one that I definitely listen to quite a lot. Gonna keep the train rolling with a soundtrack. This it's a newer pressing of it, but this soundtrack is one that I didn't think I was ever gonna have. They re-released it, and my best friend got me this. And whenever I'm bored or I'm out suggesting, hey, what should I listen to tonight? She is always the first one to pop on and say this one, and that is the soundtrack to Labyrinth, David Bowie and Trevor Jones. I mean, I love this movie and the soundtrack. I recently just got the movie on Blu-ray, but it is classic from beginning to end. Bowie's handiwork is just all through this album. And, listening to Defunctland TV talk about the history of everything Jim Henson and hearing, the behind the scenes and everything, it makes this a little bit more special. And I really like the way they made it look like the original and included the nice picture sleeve. I saw the picture sleeve of the other one, but this to me, it's Dance Magic Dance. It's underground. It's the perfect combination for me of orchestral and David Bowie's work. So that whenever I'm just in the mood for just something, I'll put this on. I can never not be tired of this. Moving right along, and the next one is one that I am really excited. I've been showing this one off to my friends, Usally Little by Little. This band recently is coming back from hiatus to play a couple of shows, much like My Chemical Romance, but they are called We Are the In Crowd, and the album is Weird Kids. This is a masterpiece album, in my opinion. Perfect from beginning to end. And this is a newer artist, most definitely. This came out in 2014. So it is newer, but in my opinion, it's one of the best pop punk albums of its genre. And there's never not a time that I'm not thinking about music off this album. And what I really love about this is the clear kind of cotton candy burst that's on there. I haven't shown the back of the records too much just because, you know, the couple that I've shown so far are really well known, but I just have to show the back of this record. It's beautiful. Like, to be honest, for the highlights, every time I listen to Attention, which is the last song on the A side, I get chills. I get chills every time I hear Windows in Heaven. Every single song, even some of them that have lyrics that are kind of cheesy, are really good. And this is an example of a, you know, saying modern music is bad. This is an example purely that modern music is great, and it's here to stay, and it is awesomely great. Moving right along, I said I was going to do it in some sort of order, but it looks like the two releases that I'm doing last are kind of out of order, but there's a reason why I chose the last one last. The next one is Tonight Alive's Limitless. I've talked about Tonight Alive to death on this channel. I will always vouch for this album. You know, I would have put Underworld on here. I could easily put The Other Side or What Are You So Scared Of? But I wanted to pick out this one specifically because a lot of people knock this one. But it is awesome beginning to end. And I listen to this one constantly. Like, I listen to Tonight Live every day, much like I do the next band we're going to be featuring in a second. But this album, just beginning to end, is wonderful. And it got me through a really tough time in my life. A time where I was transitioning from an old way of thinking to a new way of thinking. And this album was formative of that. I work out to this album. That's how much I love this thing. And now that I'm finally back to feeling like a normal human being and not sick for like 5 weeks, this week I'm getting back into the gym and everything. So I am really excited to come on here and talk about this. But perfect beginning to end. There are some songs that are quite different. And this is a departure from their normal sound that people know them for. The back is just awesome, black and white. I love black and white. But this is one that I will consistently go to even on digital. But every once in a while I'll pop this on and just find myself drifting back to when I was forming the new version of myself, if that makes sense. And I'm a better person now, in my opinion. I don't like to, you know, be conceited or anything, but to me this album got me to where I am now. And it's always good to listen to this and realize that I still have a lot to grow on. So most of these albums I'm showing to you are sentimental, and you know, music could be anything for anybody, but for me it's sentimental reasons why I chose all 5 of these. The last one is one that I've talked about before on this channel as well, but I figured I should still talk about it in this video, especially because I have some new subscribers who probably have not seen some of my videos. But the last one I chose was Paramore's Brand New Eyes. This album, along with the previous one, represent 2 eras in my life. So this was my first album that I was most excited to hear a brand new album from a band. Not that I didn't care about music, but my dad had just passed away about a year or so before this album came out. And I heard the band Paramore, and it got me through the first year. And, you know, they hadn't had a new album out. Ride was the newest album, and I believe the final Ride would just come out, which is their live CD. But, CD-DVD. But I really, you know, this is my first time for being excited for, oh, I like a band. Oh, new albums coming out. To really be excited. And to this day, it still holds up exceptionally well. And, you know, I love the aesthetic. I love everything behind it. I have the deluxe CD version, which has, you know, a 7-inch record and all that stuff. And even on my background, I don't know if you could see it, but I have my sign. It's probably off camera, but I have my CD cover signed by the original members of the band. So they've gone through a lot of changes, much like I've gone through a lot of changes. But this is one I'm never thinking about. And I just realized the side 1 for a second looked like side 4, but that's my last one to show you. Thank you so much for watching. Again, Steve, congratulations. Your channel is just awesome. I love the positivity you put into all of your videos and just the knowledge you have about music. You know, you're really excited about it, and that makes me excited about it. It's great to see others here in our little community of video makers talking about vinyl, just loving on music. And, you know, music can be a great connector for things. So, again, congratulations for 1,000. That's a huge milestone. Here's to many, many more and many more videos. Again, if you'd like to check out Steve's channel, I'll leave a link in the description below. If you liked this video, go ahead and leave a like. And if you are new to my channel and would like to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. I do have a Discord channel now, so if you want to chat about music, I left a link for that in the description below as well. And I'm also part of this really awesome group of people. Speaking of Discord, I'm also part of this really awesome music server called The Scene. We talk about music, we talk about movies, we talk about a whole great bunch of things. I'm a moderator on there, but the people on there are really awesome. And it's just a wide range of ages of people that just love to talk about music and are really passionate. And what makes me really interested is, you know, seeing what the younger generations are finding awesome about music, because I was that age once as well. So it's very welcoming to anybody who wants to come in and chat. I'll leave a link for that Discord in the description below. And until the next video, and as I always say at the end of every video, when the waters get rough, please, please keep on sailing. Please keep going. Even if you feel like no one else believes in you, I believe in you. You know, there are times in your life where you're going to get challenges and you'll feel alone, but definitely know you're not alone in this. You know, even when you're most isolated, just know that there's always someone out there thinking about you, rooting for you. You're never not alone. And I just want to send all the best vibes for you, all the best positive vibes that I can. You can do the thing, you can get the promotion, you can get the job, you can pass the test, you can do anything you want to, because I believe in you, even if no one else does. And with that, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.